How do you present data, numbers, stats, complex information in a relevant and meaningful way? Okay, so have you heard this? This is from a comic, and a comedian. I can't find this original source for this. I've done some research. And he says, some days I feel like I'm one with the universe on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, so now, why is it funny? The reason it's funny is because we think about one with two different perspectives. And everything that you're doing, whenever you're sharing some data, everything that you're doing is about perspective. There's no point sharing a number and expecting people to understand that, because they don't understand what that number means. They're sure they understand what the number is, but unless you give it the context and the perspective, it's completely meaningless to them. And they won't get it. Even if you think that they do, they generally don't, because we learn to count when we're in primary school, that we just learned numbers, right, without context. So if you could just give me a number, it doesn't make sense to me. So for example, how do you share things around, not only numbers, but other things as well? So I did this earlier on. So you saw I did a poll. So I could have just shared a stat saying 16% of employers run adaptability programs, but I made it something for you to think about first. And then we did a poll, give you a few seconds to think, and then give you the answer. It's much more meaningful that way. Okay, so I invested the time because I figured that was really worth sharing. Here's one from Jamie Oliver in his TED Talk. One of the things he said is, he said in the next 18 minutes in the TED Talk, 4 Americans that are alive today will be dead. Okay, he gave some perspective to it. He gave some context to it. Here's one from Hannah Fry. She's written a really great book called Hello World. It's about humans and AI and data. And she says this. She says she's speaking to an expert in like tracking like Woolies rewards and Coles flyby cards, and looking at what's in what you buy, and then you sell the data to other marketers. And she said this: the product in your shopping cart that most says that you're likely to buy high-priced household products is fresh fennel. Okay, so this wasn't even a number, but she was sharing something interesting and useful, which made the point much more effectively than just saying people are gathering your data and using it in certain ways, and here's some graphs of how it's being used and what people care about privacy. This little anecdote made the message in a much stronger way. If you'd like to know why, read the book.